Hello, my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shifts. My name is Michael Ojola for Mindset Transformation Africa. And today we will be challenging our thinking. We will push ourselves out of our comfort zone and we will spark a fire to drive us within us to achieve our greatness. So today we will talk about where we put values. Let me just go straight into it. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. Stop putting so much value on what you want that you fail to honestly think about what you are willing to do to get it. I've spoken about this before, but I just want to reiterate some key points as I learn in this life. Stop putting so much value on what you want that you fail to honestly think about what you are willing to do to get it. I believe so strongly that we underestimate the sacrifice we'll have to make to get the job done, to get the goals that we set for ourselves done, to be able to achieve our objectives. We overestimate our abilities and underestimate the sacrifices, what it will take to get it done. We honestly sometimes don't think about it. Let me just not get ahead of myself. See, I know this particular statement may sound mouthful, all right, but trust me, this is one of those mind shifts that can completely change your life, change the path that you are on right now. If you really understand that statement, my anchor statement for today, it will change your life forever. It will change your business, it will change your school, it will change everything about you. See, we live in a world where desire is a dime a dozen. Desire is abundant. All right, everyone wants something. You cannot stop it. Everyone wants something. Wealth, success, love, recognition, a better life. Every single individual that you will ever meet want something. But here's the thing. Wanting something is easy. Anyone can do that. Everyone is even doing it. What separates those who get what they want from those who don't is not the intensity of their desire, even though that is important. It is rather the clarity of their commitment to do whatever it takes in the framework of legality to achieve it. See, there is a power of desire. We've all heard the phrases, follow your dreams, reach for the stars. If you want it bad enough, you will get it. These phrases have become mantras for many of us. It serves as motivation, as inspiration to pursue our goals. There is nothing wrong with wanting things. Inherently, there is nothing wrong with it. Ambition is a great motivator, and I want everybody to have ambition. I don't like to fuck around with people that are lethargic, that are not ambitious. The problem arises when our desires are not matched by an honest assessment of what we are actually willing to do to make those desires a reality. You see, there is a significant difference between wanting something and being willing to do the work required to achieve it. Desire is just the first step. The spark that ignites the flame, that is desire. It is not a fire that sustains the journey. That takes commitment. And that is where so many people get stuck. They put so much emphasis on what they want that they fail to consider what it will cost them. And every goal, every dream, every desire has a cost. The question is, are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to pay it? See, imagine you want to be in the best shape of your life. You see yourself in a toned body, bursting with energy and feeling confident in your skin. That's a great vision, all right? But what are you willing to do to achieve that? Are you willing to wake up every single morning to hit the gym? Are you willing to say no to that extra slice of cake or donut? Or are you willing to say no to that late night snack? Are you willing to make fitness a priority in your life? Even when it's inconvenient, even when it's uncomfortable, are you willing to do that? Or maybe you want to build a successful business. You dream of financial freedom. You dream of being your own boss, of creating something that leaves a legacy. But again, what are you willing to do to get there? Are you willing to put in the long hours, to sacrifice weekends, to sacrifice family getaways, to invest in learning new skills, to face failure after failure after failure and keep going without losing momentum? Are you willing to take risks, to endure uncertainty, to push through the fear of the unknown? Are you willing to do that? It's easy, all right? It's easy to want these things. It's another thing entirely to be willing to do what is necessary to achieve them. One of the biggest lies we've been sold is that idea of effortless success. That's a myth. The notion that you can manifest your dreams into reality by just wanting them badly enough without doing anything, no, that's a myth. But here's the thing, and this is the hard truth. Success requires work. Success requires work. In every good book that you will ever read, in every great scriptures, every spiritual texts that you will ever read, success requires work. It requires sacrifice. It requires commitment. And if you're not willing rather to do the work, you're not going to get the result. Don't just kid yourself. You're not going to get it. We've all heard stories of overnight successes, but what we don't often hear about most times are the years of hard work, the countless failures, the relentless persistence, the many no's, the many regrets that led up to that overnight success, overnight moment. Success is rarely ever instantaneous, all right? It is the result of sustained effort, of showing up day after day, day after day. Even when it is hard, even when you don't feel like it, you show up every single day. Even when it seems like you're not making any progress, you show up. This is why it's so important to be honest with yourself about what you're willing to do. If you want something, but you are not willing to put in the effort, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. You're creating a gap between your desires and your actions. And that gap, all right, that gap is where frustration, bitterness, and regret takes root. See, there is alignment in all this. And let's talk about it for a moment before I draw this episode to a close. When your actions are aligned with your desires, you create momentum. You start moving in the direction of your goals because you're not just thinking about what you want, all right? You're doing what it takes to get there. When there is a disconnect, though, between what you want and what you are willing to do, you are in a state of resistance, all right? You are pushing against yourself. It's like you are fighting yourself, and that is a recipe for stagnation. A part of you, your ambition is pulling you forward. A part of you that lacks discipline and commitment to do the work is pulling you backward. Where do? You remain static. It's a state of status. You understand? That's stagnation. Alignment does not mean it's going to be easy. It doesn't mean you won't face challenges or obstacles, but it does mean that you are clear about what you want. That you are clear about what is going to take you to get there. It means you're committed to the process, not just the outcome. You're willing to do the work, to make the sacrifices, to stay the course, because you understand that the price of success is non-negotiable. Here, there is a price of success. Every goal has a cost, and the cost is not always financial. It could be time, energy, comfort, relationships, or even your ego, your pride. The question you need to ask yourself is, are you willing to pay that price? Are you willing to pay that price? Often we want the rewards without the sacrifice. We want the success without the struggle. But that is not how life works. Success demands something from you. It requires that you give up certain things, that you push through discomfort, that you make difficult choices. And if you're not willing to do that, then you are not really serious about achieving your goals. Let me close this today by saying this. You must be honest with yourself. If you want something, you need to ask yourself, what am I willing to do to get it? Am I willing to make the necessary sacrifices? Am I willing to put in the work? Am I willing to stay disciplined, to stay committed, to keep going even when it is hard? If the answer is yes, then go for it. Pursue your goals with everything you've got. But if the answer is no, then maybe it is time to reevaluate your desires. Because if you are not willing to do what it takes to achieve something, then maybe it's not really what you want. At the end of the day, success is not only about what you want. It is about what you are willing to do to get it. It's about being honest with yourself and making the necessary sacrifices, staying committed and disciplined, even when it is hard. Thank you, and I will